So one thing I wanted to talk about is buying reject or knives that are classified as seconds. Now, one of the big issues that I see with all the manufacturing moving offshore, when I was younger, you could buy factory seconds of all kinds of stuff because things were actually made in the United States. And years ago, I bought some of these factory seconds that were made by Camillus Cutlery. And what Camillus would do is if they had cosmetic issues on the knives, they would actually grind out their name on the blade, and then they wouldn't stamp the crests. And a lot of times these were done for very insignificant reasons. If you look at these two knives, you'll see that the one on top has a much deeper ferrule cut in it than the one on the bottom. And then when you look at both of these, you'll see there's some imprecise grinding on these blades. A lot of knives that were manufactured in the U.S. would be rejected on minor aesthetic grounds, but the knife was still fully functional. Now, another thing that would cause rejection in knives is if you look here, this one, the blades are pretty well lined up and easily spaced. On this one, the blade's kind of bent and it rubs on the main blade. So this one here is kind of bent. And for these reasons, they would sell these for pennies on the dollar in bulk. And when I used to sell a lot of knives, I would actually buy bunches of these 20, 30 years ago, and I'd sell them at gun shows. Or if you bought a gun, I'd give you a free knife. And the same thing used to happen with different outdoor clothing. I used to buy a lot of coats and outdoor clothing that were cosmetic seconds. Because when I use things, they're going to look like this or worse anyway because I use the items I buy. So to me, having the availability of seconds is an important industrial aspect of manufacturing in the U.S. Now, what I would do to enhance your survival supplies is anytime you can buy bulk knives, equipment that are cosmetic seconds, they still have a fully useful life, and I would take advantage of those savings to help you with your supplies, especially in today's economy. So keep in mind, you can find cosmetic seconds on vehicles, tools, equipment. You can check at your local home store. A lot of times they'll sell things. I've bought a lot of stuff at Home Depot, Harbor Freight, and other places that were damaged in shipping or were cosmetic seconds. So keep this in mind when you're looking for survival supplies. It's a force multiplier. Please share your thoughts. We'll see you on the next video.